Okay, Team ILKB, it's time for some partner drills. I want to show you many drills, and I'm gonna go pretty quickly so you can take these drills, adapt them to your class, and just have fun with them. Here's why you want to do the partner drills. It creates community, and remember, the C in coach stands for community. Building community. If I can say it right, community. Maybe making a new friend. Maybe it's a partner that one of their friends they brought to class. But either way, it's a ton of fun. We're building community. So let's get started. Okay, here we go. We're going to start with some functional exercises. I have Aaron with me and Tracy with me, two of the best in the world. And we're going to start with a squat. And an easy way, these are gloves off. Your gloves are off, obviously, on these drills. And the squat, they're going to notice how they lock hands, like they're arm wrestling, and then they just put the other hand on the back just like that. And then they can actually lean back a little bit and feel each other's weight and squat down. And the good thing about this, it's easy to get those hips back, and the weight is not coming out over their toes. They're not putting a lot of stress on their knee there, and they're able to stay up nice and kind of like a Smith machine right here on this squat right here. See how they're doing that? So a set of 10, set of 15, and then something else is a great way to do it. Easy way to do a squat. Now let's move on. Let's go to another exercise too. Lunges. Okay, lunges. So again, they're holding the same way, but they position their body a little bit. Her right's right in front of her right there. So they're a little bit offset there, okay? And then we're gonna do a reverse lunge, stepping back and coming back forward, okay? Yep, and we can add a driving knee just like that. Yeah, it's perfect. You can just do the lunge. You could add the knee. If you wanna amp it up even more, you could add a front kick to it. Boom, maybe you're kicking the bad guy behind her, and you're kicking the bad guy behind her, or bad girl, I don't know, right? We're just having fun with it. And they can do 10 on each leg like that. That's a great way to keep balance. Some people have trouble with balance on lunges. Great way to do it and have fun with it, okay? Next one, we're gonna do some high plank and push-ups, okay? So high plank. Remember, the high plank is up here, the low plank is down on the elbows. We're gonna do the high plank, and you could do this drill with gloves on, gloves off, and we're just gonna hold the high plank and give each other a high five. Can we do that? Or a fist bump, right? Or a mixture of a high five and a fist bump, right? Either way like that. Now, to amp that up, what could they do? Very simply, they could add the push-up, right? So push-up and then touch. Good, and if they have to go to their knees for the push-up to get good form, full range of motion, nothing to that, okay? These are great to do, a lot of fun to do as well. Okay, next one, we're gonna move on to some kicking for a second, okay? So let's go to some kicking. We are going to do what's called endurance kicking. Okay, it's one of my favorite drills to develop these kicking muscles. In fact, we do this in our certification course, okay, if you've done that. And they're holding it just the way we did a while ago, like your arm wrestling. The other hand's behind it like that. And we'll let Tracy do the kick. She's going to chamber and then work on kicking without dropping this knee joint. So she'll knock out 10 maybe. A good drill is do 10 and hold for 10 seconds, right? So she'll knock it out. She'll knock out 10, she'll hold for 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, and coaches count really slow sometimes, right? 3, was that 3, 2 a time? And then she'll go down, and then Erin will do her other side, then they'll switch sides like that. You could also do side kick that way. So let's show them that. So again, the side kick, go ahead, chamber. She's going to chamber that weapon out there, knee up, and fire it out, fixing her foot, hitting with the heel. Good, and she'll fire it back in and drive it back out there. Yep, she can knock out the side kick. Again, same drill will be 10. Hold it right there. Great, perfect, relax. All right, good job. So endurance kicking, just alternating, having fun. Great way to build those kicking muscles and have someone to cheer you on, right there when you're doing it, okay? Now, for this drill, you're gonna need one glove. You only need one glove, okay? So here we go. So Aaron's got the glove, Tracy's gonna lay down, and this is a glove reaction sit-up drill. So Aaron is gonna pretend to be a coach here, and you can have your members do this. And she's gonna put the glove where she wants, and Tracy's gotta reach and grab it, working her core, and Tracy will never know where she's gonna put the glove. See, Aaron put it to the side there. See that? Tracy always hands it back to her, obviously, with a good sit-up, but Tracy is not going to know. Oh, man, I got to reach real high for that one. You see that smiling and laughter? That's what should happen in your class every single time, okay? Very good. Okay, let's move on to the next one is the glove pass drill. Glove pass. So they're both going to hop down for this one. Now, notice how they're hooking their feet. There's a lot of ways to hook feet, but let's not make this too complex. They just have it very simply wrapped around one leg. Both of them can pinch their legs in, wrap around one leg. It makes it really simple. Here's the glove. They're sitting back simultaneously. They're going to pass it. They both sit back. So one doesn't wait. They're always doing a sit-up. So one time you do it with the glove, one time you do it without the glove. And the glove's just a great prop. It's easy. Everybody has them. And it's great to do a sit-up like that. So perfect job, guys. Okay, next one is a sit-up. And without the glove, you could sit up and easily do a high 10, right? So that'd be simple. Same sit, that's easy. Boom. Good, easy. We could now go to sit up and cross body punch. And I like for them to both punch with their right hand at the same time. So bang, so they're both kind of going opposite directions at the same time. Really trying to twist, and here's what you try to do, get your members to punch really almost behind them back here, you know, to really twist and work those obliques. So those are a ton of fun, okay? Next one is a V-sit and out and in, so let's watch this one. This is a V-sit move, and they're gonna alternate the way they go, kind of working together, seesawing back and forth like that right there. V-sit ab exercise, that's a fun one, right? That's a fun one. Okay, let's do another functional drill. We're gonna do a holding the squat while the other's doing high knees. Check this one out. She's holding a good squat. She's got the knees up. She's gotta pull the knees up just like that. She'll do 20, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, there's 20. And then boom, you hold, you go. Squat. Hold. Yes, and she's working the legs. She's working her back, her legs. She's knocking out. This is a great one to alternate back and forth just like this, okay? Good. Okay, now here's another one both people are working really hard. This is the low plank Heisman drill with a partner, okay? So Tracy's going to get in the, remember the low plank is on the elbows, high plank is on the hands. And then she puts her feet apart, and Erin is going to work this Heisman drill footwork, and she'll probably do that for 30 seconds or so. And then we will say switch, and we'll switch places. And then Tracy will pop up, knock out the Heisman drill. You got to be careful, not step on your partner, because they get to go next, right? That's the fun part about that. Okay, great job. Super. Awesome. Okay, we got the gloves on. We're going to do some drills. We're going to start with a few kicking drills. So let's go. We're going to do high plank and kicking over your partner. Now, what's the purpose of this besides danger, right? It is dangerous. The purpose is to teach this person to chamber that knee and recoil that leg, right? So Tracy's going to demonstrate a front kick. Let's put your right leg behind you, Tracy. There you go. Now do the right leg front kick from back there. Can you do it? Yep, she's got to get that knee up, right? As a kid, we used to do this drill in our martial arts class, and we would kick over chairs. And sure enough, chairs would end up flying across the room because people didn't pick their knee up, right? So if she hits her partner, don't worry, your partner gets to go next, right? That's a great thing. Now, let's do side kick. We can do side kick so she can get nice and close, right? Very good. Boom, just like that. Picking that knee up, good. Just like that. She could do roundhouse kick from there, just your right leg roundhouse kick, good. You know, and of course, then you could switch partner, do a set of 10, switch partners, 20, or for time, you could go for time. But that is a fantastic drill for both partners. She's getting a workout. She's learning to chamber that knee and get the thing up. That's what we want. Okay, the next drill is what I call touch kicking, and that's the secret word, touch kicking. So ready? And it's a round kick. Lead leg, step up, just a touch round kick. So what's going to happen is there's the target, yeah. And we want to hit. Yes, we want to exactly see how they're doing that. They're just going to alternate. Boom. Let's see if they can move kind of quickly. And notice they're hitting the back of the glove because if it did hit hard, it would push it this way. We don't want to push our hand that way. That would compromise our shoulder. So we're moving kind of quick. And I can say, okay, double, guys. How about a 2 with the same leg? Can we do it? Ooh, touch. Just touching, right? Bang, bang, good. Just touching the back of that glove, right? And then if the other leg, they would switch sides and go the other way. But that's one of my favorite drills right there. You could go to 3, you could try to ladder up to 4. It's a ton of fun, okay? Now, we're gonna work on some punching. So let's get in a fighting stance. We're gonna do slipping, 4 slips each. Okay, slipping is where the punch slips by you. It's a defensive movement. Boxers need to learn this. Kickboxers need to learn this. This has saved my life many a times in the ring. And you want to slip. First off, there's no bad way to get out of the way of a punch. There's no wrong way. If you do this and the punch misses, great, it missed you. However, there's better ways to get out of the way of the punch, and we want to slip to the outside. So we're going to have, if Tracy jabs, see how Erin went out to the outside? This because now Tracy cannot hit her with this hand. If she slipped the other way, let's do it wrong. Slip the other way. See, now Tracy can get her. It leaves her. So we want to go to the outside. If we can slip to the outside of that punch, better. So we're going to do 4 and 4. Let's watch the rhythm. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3. Look at that. It takes a little practice, but they're in a nice rhythm like that. Good. Now, if you've got a class that's really good and they've got it, I can add an element of surprise. When I say go, it's a burpee, guys. So ready? Let's go 4 and 4. So they're good at it. Ready? Go. Up, it's burpee time. Then they got to get right back to it, 4 and 4. Let's see if they can do it. Who's going first? Go, you go, Trace. There you go. See, that's what you got to make sure you do. You make sure who's going first, right? Good. Ready, go. Up, another burpee. Up. Can we do it? Good. And Tracy, you're first on the punch, Tracy. There you go. There you go. Good. Hey, real quick, let me show you a little point on the slip. Watch Erin slip. She does it really well. Notice how she's pivoting. She keeps her eyes on her target. Don't turn your head away. See, that's a common mistake. I see people turn their head away. Keep your eyes on them. Slip. Just collapse that leg and slip. And then when she slips the other way, watch. She puts weight over there, right? Just punch again. Good. And her head's moving off the line, off the line, off the line. She's not just twisting and keeping her head in the same spot. She's getting that head off the line so she's out of the way, okay? Now we're gonna go to ducking, okay? Same drill, 4 and 4, okay? And these are just real wide swings, exaggerated. They're not, and you're gonna punch first with your left first, and they're not perfect hooks, okay? Yeah. Yeah. That'll work. We'll go that way. There we go. Good. Good. Now see, her hooks are not perfect hooks. They're wide hooks just to exaggerate so that Erin can get the duck. Very good. And then when Erin does it, it's the same way. Boom, boom, boom. Now watch the ducker. Notice how they're bending the legs. Notice how they're keeping the eyes up, and they're not bending at the waist, and they're really making a U motion with their head. They're coming down and underneath to the outside, just like on the slip. They're coming to the outside. Do you see how they did that? Right? Try it again, guys. One more time, one more time. 4 and 4. Let me see good form here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, eyes up. Try again. Try again. Hey, the smiling and the mess ups are part of it. That's just part of the fun. That's part of the workout. So that's going to happen, right? And we didn't practice these drills a lot right before this. I kind of threw it on them. And this is what will happen in your class, right? So good job, gang. Touch gloves, good work. Okay, next is catching your partner's punches. And again, it's important that, number one, try to partner people together properly in your class as a coach. If they get their own partner, great, but what I don't want a lot of times is a big, strong person and a smaller person that doesn't hit as hard really partnered together. I usually try to avoid that as best I can, but if you can coach right and make sure the control is there, you're okay. So on these punch catches, yep, we want to catch the partner's punch and give it a little bit of resistance, but we're not slamming each other, okay? So we're gonna start with straight punches. We're gonna do 20, okay? So left to left, right to right. So Erin opens up her hands and gives it a catch like a catcher's mitt. Good. Good. Then when we get 20, we'll switch. We'll just switch right there. Bang, bang, bang. Again, be careful with the power. I know people have a tendency, they want to just boom, boom, wail. We tell them the bag, the freestanding bag, that's for power, right? Not each other, right? Okay, hooks, hooks. We could do hooks. Hooks the same way. Tracy's the catcher. Erin is the hitter, and then they'll switch it up here. Just like that. Good hooks, good hooks. Get that, turn that knuckle in there, Tracy. Turn that hook in there. There you go. Uppercuts, uppercuts, uppercuts. There we go. So again, it's always right hand to right hand, left hand to left hand, just like that. Uppercuts, uppercuts. See the other person. One more. Finish strong, finish strong. Little resistance. See that? See that resistance? Good. So those are some awesome partner drills. Give them a try in your next class. Hey, and if you like these tips, subscribe to our channel. Click here. We have workouts. We have tips. You're going to love it. Click here. Watch the next video. Let's go.